exception to the rule. Listen, baby, factual may be cruel. Where do I go? Where do I go? Live. You already know I'm going to give a special shout out. You already know I'm going to give a special shout out to them ATF viewers, to them after the factors. You are a huge significant part of this community. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for not being available in real time when we go live. Thank you for not being bothered to stop what you're doing and come over to watch the video. Now, I know a lot of you can't. There's a lot of stuff going on. You got lives. You got lives to live. So I want to appreciate you for doing what you do. I want to shout you out for being out there, being a active, functional member in society, for putting in that work and making that money for your family, for sitting around the dinner table with your family, for sitting around, hanging out, chilling in the living room, telling stories, talking about your day, instead of sitting here watching this weirdo talk about Dana White. You do what you got to do. And when you have some time on the toilet, when you're driving, when you're cutting the grass, whatever, after the fact, that's when you come back around and pay any kind of attention that you have available. That's all I ask. Whenever it makes sense for you, that's all I ask. As I set this up right here. Oh, let me mute this. And I know I've been doing a bad job of trimming these out later. It's just I've been getting more and more spread thin lately, and it's hard to find the time to it's hard enough to find the time to get on here and actually do a stream. But then after the fact, when it's all done, I'm like, oh, and then, I have 2 minutes with the family. It's hard to find the bandwidth to then come on after the fact and be like, all right, let me cut out some stuff now. But we'll get there little by little. We're already making strides. Once upon a time, I wasn't even doing anything. I wasn't being active whatsoever. I wasn't even showing up. So we're taking strides. Little by little. Little by little, we're getting better. Very little. By very little, we're getting better. So that's the way we got to look at it. At least we're making some kind of progress. That's the way we got to look at it. Kai Mon. How does he do it? It doesn't make sense. ARJR721, I want to tell you something. And I want to say something to all the people here about ARJR721. Again, we have generous individuals in the community that do stuff like this. And I want to say something. ARJR721, I was doing I don't know what around the house. And I saw an email come through from ARJR721. And he slaps down $50 in the PayPal. And he says something along the lines, I'm paraphrasing this, for, Jesse Jr., for the kids, for their school supplies. Not even streaming. He didn't even know if I was going to stream today. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I wasn't entirely sure I was going to stream today. And it's for a good reason. I was so stressed before the stream yesterday, not knowing what was going to happen in my personal life. And people were so unbelievably generous that it gave me such a peace that I haven't felt in I don't know how long. I'm usually just filled with this anxiety, and I got to keep doing this. I got to keep being a workaholic. I got to keep doing that. And I'm not saying that I'm like, oh, it's time to give up now and just chill out. No. But after the stream yesterday, I had this feeling of peace and rest. Like, hey, it might be okay. And this morning when I woke up and was, the kids were getting ready, going to school and stuff like that, when they left, I went back to sleep. And I didn't wake up till like 2:00. I was up. I went back to sleep. I went back to sleep at about 7:30. And I slept till about 2. And I just felt like I can't remember the last time I truly rested. I never sleep. And I felt like I was finally able to take a few hours and catch up a little bit. And just let my body catch up and recuperate. And there's 2 things I want to mention. Number 1, ARJR721 came through fat, slapped down $50 when I wasn't even streaming, and said, here's for the kids, help them with school supplies and stuff. So today they took off without, and I'm like, because you know why? I want to tell you guys something. And I hope enough of you are here that this makes sense for. Last night, after the stream, you guys keep asking me, how's Marilena feeling? What does she think about it? Is she a believer? Is she a believer yet? How's it going? What does she think? Last night when I was doing the second stream, she took them to get some of the things that they need for school that before that we were stressing about not knowing how we were going to get them. So during the second stream, she went and took them to do stuff that we're finally able to do. Backpack, stuff like that. And I saw them, I was tracking them. And when they were almost home, I ended the stream because I wanted to kind of meet them as they got here, see how it went. They were so happy. They were so happy to show me all the different things they got. They were kind of showing off to each other, showing Marilena again, even though she was just there with them, showing me, talking about it. Well, look at this, look at that. How about this? Have you seen this? And it was like, felt like Christmas. And I kept catching these little looks, these glances from Marilena. And she was just so happy and so relieved. And I could tell she had that peace too. Like, that literally wouldn't have happened or been possible without the people that came through yesterday. And we're just standing there in the kitchen area, just seeing it all play out. Look at this, check this out, look how this matches. And it goes, hey, my stuff matches your stuff, and look at that. And she's just looking at me like, you know how parents do, like on a birthday or Christmas, when you feel like, you like it was a success. And I haven't. I want to say, I can't even remember the last time Marilena looked at me like that. But I feel like at the same time, I don't know if she ever has. And then she said something to me. She said I think she literally gestured with her hand or something, I don't remember, but she said something like, oh, this wouldn't have happened without your streams. She actually said that. I've spent years feeling like a little kid, like I'm not doing the right thing, like I'm chasing these dreams instead of being a mature adult, doing what I'm supposed to, being a loser, being a constant failure, broken promises. And in that moment, finally just doing this night after night, trying to make it make sense after butting heads and stuff. She finally saw it. She said, this wouldn't have been possible without the streams. And they were so happy. It felt like life just slowed down. I felt like I was watching a scene from a movie or something like that. Those of you that feel like that all the time and are living a nice, slow, mellow life without stress and debt and, worry. I don't know if you could really click to this and understand what I'm saying, but for those of us that could really cherish that far and few between moments of genuine peace in the midst of always having chaos, it was very, very special. So that kind of bled into this morning where I was like, you know what? I'm going to catch up a little bit. These people gave me a little buffer. I'm going to catch a breath. I've been so sleep deprived. Now I wake up and not very long after, ARJR721 slaps down 50. So I just want to say thank you. And then when I woke up, man, I was trying. I shot 2 shorts today. I wrote them yesterday, shot them today, and I was editing both of them. I was working on one, and then I was like, it's not really coming together. I was feeling kind of bored, and I went on to the other one. I was like, I'm going to have to force myself to get back into the rhythm of editing. Because it's a whole different thing than being here in real time with actual people to bounce jokes and ideas and stuff off of like that. It's a whole different thing. I was sitting there, I was bored. I was like, man, I just want to go live. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to balance the two things. Hey, look at this. Chase Hancock. I don't know if it's someone in here because I haven't been actively super above and beyond been promoting the Patreon lately on the streams, but I did promote them pretty heavily on my most recent videos. I don't know if you're in here, Chase, but Chase Hancock just joined my Patreon. And if you don't know, Patreon has basically the same level of access as the YouTube membership. They're basically identical. The only thing is Patreon takes a smaller cut. However, we already know that the YouTube membership helps grow the channel. YouTube recognizes this. Thank you very much, Chase Hancock. Thank you for becoming a member. I hope you enjoy all that behind the scenes content. I also want to say thank you to hey, is this my homie Corduroy? Are you in here, Corduroy? There he is. The homie Corduroy. It says instructions from provider. None provided. He just says, here, hold this 20 for me. Corduroy came in and slapped down 20 big ones. Thank you. Thank you, Corduroy. Much appreciated. Thank you. You guys already know how it goes. Thank you. DB920. Be true. Let's go, David Flores. Hey, David Flores, you're here. That's what's important. You're here, and now it's a party. That's what's important. All right? That's all we want. We just want to make sure David Flores is here. Well. Oh, well. What's up, MMA Inspector? What's up, Colin P? Colin Powell? Jessica Maldonado. I had a copy paste ready. Hey, we go live a lot. You got time. I'm planning on going. Bro, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna, I know I need to and I have to implement shorts back into my game. It's just, I gotta learn how to be a little bit schizophrenic. I gotta learn how to I'm gonna have to, because when I get to a late enough part in the day, it's like, nah, I missed the window. Now I'm in streaming mode. I got stream brain. I got streaming on the mind, So I'm gonna have to wake up and plan like that's just the way it is from 7:45 a.m. or whatever till like 11 or something. That is my shorts time. Don't even think about streaming. Don't think about whatever. I'm writing, I'm shooting, I'm editing shorts. Then like I have to be more structured about that. But we're streaming so much, you're gonna get it on some of them, David. You already have. Jane Caulfield, constantly watching them ads. I appreciate it. What's up, everybody? Marloca, Alexander, Corduroy. I start driving to Wendy's and you go live. Hey, Lord Racer, put me on the Bluetooth, homie. I don't want to mess up your dinner. That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, it didn't work in your phone. That's weird. Sometimes copy and paste acts a little bit glitchy. That happens to me all the time. Glad you back to MMA content. Hey, I'm glad as well. I'm glad to be back. Hot dog ad makes me want a Costco weenie. What kind of hot dogs was it? Was it Wiener Schnitzel? Because I tell you, I love Costco wieners. But I love Wiener Schnitzel too. They're going to have to fight over my affection. They're going to have to fight for my love. So you got them weenie commercials too, Ryan Holiday. What the? Hey, GM, you're the one I've been trying to find. Oh, dang it. Okay. Yeah. Me and Angel Padilla keeping that one on the DL. That one goes too far back, bro. That one goes too far back. You know the funny thing about that, Angel Padilla? Okay, I'm gonna try to be in I'm gonna speak in Zodiac here. The homie Alex RMZ, that was his channel that we used to put. That was like our high school and like right after high school era. And he actually lost the password to the account because I had asked him before, could we take stuff down? And he can't get in. He can't get in. So it's kind of like immortalized, you know? Oh, dang. Oh, boy. I was like, why does that sound familiar? Dang it. Hey, thank you, Justin. You do what you got to do, bro. Thank you. You've been running a sleep deficit all week, bro. For months, bro. For years, honestly. I've been doing this since I was a little kid. T-Nels, I want you to know I was looking for something before the stream. I don't know if you're in here as well. Resident Alien Evil. What's your name? Resident Evil Alien Invasion. I saw that you sent me an email. I don't want you to think that I missed it. But I was about to go live. And I was like, people that I've conversed with in the past already know this. I'm not going to read an email like that and be like, oh, cool, thanks. I'm going to take my time and respond in like a human being. So I was already starting the stream at like 7:15 p.m., which is very stupid. So I needed to hop on here, but I just want to let you know. I was hoping you'd be on here so I could tell you that I saw it. And I want to give it a decent response. And I saw there was you referenced the video. I chose not to watch the video yet because I want to watch it at the time and respond right away. I want to do it like, I don't want to ruin it for myself first. I want to do it like right when I respond. So it's fresh. Thank you, Jane Caulfield. It was crazy. It was crazy. I'm not used to it being like that. Thank you, Jessica. No, yeah, that's good advice, T Nows. Yeah, I won't. That moment was too significant. I should not do anything to tarnish it. Put the YouTube for membership in the chat. Do you mean like put like how people could join? Let me see. If you want to join the YouTube membership, I believe, am I correct? I believe you could do that right here. Wait, I think this is a better window. Wait, that's not right. Is this right? Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. This should work right here. Ordinary Pete says, I just farted and a corn rolled down my leg. That's what happens, bro. After 25, that's what happens, bro. Right? That's normal, right? Hey, Ordinary Pete, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. How are you doing? I just watched Will Ferrell in Blood and Blood Out. Thank you for your recommendation. Will Ferrell. Which one's Will Ferrell? We were talking about this yesterday. I said the only thing I could think of is maybe you're thinking of American Me. Because that one dude, Peg Leg, I could see him looking like Will Ferrell-ish. But who in Blood and Blood Out looks like Will Ferrell? He's talking about Big Al. That does look like a Will Ferrell character. Oh, shoot. Wow, how did I never see that before? Big Al absolutely looks like a Will Ferrell character. Oh, man. That's what you're talking about, right? It does look like him. Oh, man. Like, no way you guys don't see it. There's no way you can't see how Big Al could look like Will Ferrell. There's no way. Come on. I'm doing good, bud, professionally, but been Nemo mentally. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing good professionally, because when people aren't doing good professionally, that could really be a heavy weight on them. Nemo mentally, that could also be a good thing. Some people kind of want to be checked out a little bit, you know, because it's better than being checked in. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how you feel about that. Hopefully you're doing all right with that. Yes, and I saw Cody Chapman. I saw right away in the comments, and I actually did get concerned because I know people were trolling. But right away I was like, oh no! Then they're gonna be saying Chamoyev has to pull out because his back. I just watched Angelina Jolie in Hackers. I love her. I would die for her. Big Al Ferry. Wait. Farrell. Rancelot. That's it, right? There's no way. Look, okay. Somebody. This is disrespectful. This is disrespectful. Let me see. Oh my gosh. This angle, bro. Um, um, let me see here. There's got to be a faster way to do this. Still, it's could be much lower. Is anybody really gonna tell me that this doesn't look like a Will Ferrell character? Are you really gonna try to tell me that if Will Ferrell got paid $1 million to be in a film and he had to play the biopic of Big Al, and maybe there's a little hair and makeup or whatever, are you telling me that Will Ferrell couldn't play this dude? You guys really have the nerve to be Big Al Ferrell deniers? Tell me, look into this photo. Look deep into the photo and tell me that doesn't look like Will Ferrell. No, look at it. Al Tronado, look at the photo. Stop looking at the keypad. Look at the photo. Look at the photo. Now I want pork chops. Are you kidding me? Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Cody. Okay, wait, not his personality. Dude wasn't funny at all. Are you talking about Will Ferrell or Big Al? Yeah, Devin Bake Sixer, for real. That was classic Ferrell right there. Hey, for all we know, this is Will Ferrell's dad. Or no, because that movie was from like the 90s on. This is Will Ferrell's uncle. I want to leave this photo up for the whole rest of the stream until just so that it could really sink in. It's the nose and the forehead, they match. You know what I wish I could do right now? Dang it. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm going to try to do after the fact? Because I could do this in Photoshop and I could screen record it. I could put a photo of Will Ferrell's face on top of this one and change the opacity so it's like it goes in and out of being visible, and you can see them just blend right into each other. I'm telling you. Maybe his nasty uncle that no one wants to come over. His uncle told him to keep it a secret. All right. Oh my gosh. You know what I want to hold up. Maybe we could move on, but we don't have to like completely move on, you know? Maybe we could do something like this. There we go. So anyway, this is Step Brothers. It's a still from Step Brothers 2. Timothy Mathis Jr. This is a dude named Big Al. I love being able to introduce someone to Big Al. This character's name is Big Al. He's from a film called Blood In, Blood Out. And it's not what you think. Sometimes I make jokes that I wish I didn't make. I am a human with a fallen nature. Sometimes I have jokes that come to my beanie that I wish I didn't say later. I still believe they're funny, but I wish I didn't say them. Bound by honor. Maybe it's exactly what you think. It's a movie about dialysis. There's a 5-hour director's cut that never. Somebody told me the other day that there was some more scenes, but 5 hours? Okay. Is it findable and where could I find it? There we go. I was scared because I wasn't hearing the song. I got all my homies with me. I'd like to fall into your nature. Bro. Talking like we're on the Discord right now. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. I'm starting to believe that Jessica has not enabled her ability to be gifted. I'm starting to assume that she's anti-gift. She's an anti-gifter. She's a gift denier. Because, and I'm hoping that you are, Jessica. Because if you're not, this is a wicked injustice. It doesn't make sense. We just had 5 Mexican martial arts memberships gifted by ARJR721. And I want to let you guys know something. I just got another, you know what? I forgot to do this for you. I forgot to show this to you. I just saw it earlier today when I was starting to set up. And you know what? You guys deserve to see this. I want to tell you about it, but you deserve to see this with your own eyes. Okay? And let me see if I can find out why the dog will not shut up. Hold on. Okay, I have found out why the dog won't shut up. Okay. I have to go in here real quick. This one takes a little extra step, but I fully believe that it is worth it. If I go right here and bring that over here, bring that over here. I have to add a background, fill layer, solid color, okay, white. Okay, put this on top of it. There we go. Save. Hey, you know which movie that I just found out is completely free on YouTube? You know how they have those free movies? I just saw it the other day when I was around the block waiting for someone to leave my house. Whiplash. I've never, ever seen that movie, and I've been wanting to see it so bad. And in case anybody wants to see it, I barely watched the first like 5 minutes, and then I had to go do something, but I'm planning on watching it as soon as possible. But I just wanted to share that with you. From everything I've ever seen, the clips, trailer, and all that, Whiplash seems like one of the best movies ever made. And I'm going to watch it as soon as possible. In case you want to see it, there it is. Why can't I find this thing that I just saved super fresh? There it is. There we go. Wow, this looks crazy. I can't even. Oh, what? Why is it like half invisible? Oh, come on. What did I do? Okay, doesn't. I sized it wrong or something. Whatever. I just wanted you guys to be able to see this. I wanted you to be able to... Every time I look at Big L's face, I can't stop laughing. I wanted you to be able to see this with your own eyes. And I'm going to shout out the people that ARJR721 just gifted memberships to. I'm going to shout you out and welcome you officially into the family. I'm going to prick your fingers right now and draw some blood. I just wanted you guys to be able to lay your own eyes on this. We now have 500 members. 500 members. Let me check on something before I flip my beanie real quick because I want to get excited. But there's something happening on my phone right now. See, these types of shenanigans are the things that I would edit out of my videos in the past. But you get to see them in real time now. You get to see me have the most interactions with the people in my life while I'm on stream. Because nobody interacts with me. Not that I want them to. Nobody interacts with me until I go live. And then my phone doesn't stop lighting up. And then when I ask questions, then everybody falls asleep. Now that I'm here live on live national internet waiting for a response, now I can't get one. I apologize for inconveniencing you. I'm embarrassed. Interesting. Very interesting. ARJR721 is widely hailed as the official scout, the official recruiter of the Mexican. Do you understand how the Church of Scientology, as far as I understand, is going bankrupt? Do you understand how? ARJR721 could single-handedly save the Church of Scientology. ARJR721 could single-handedly build from the ground up, revitalize, reinvigorate our National Guard. I am so glad. I'm so fortunate that I have this individual recruiting for us. ARJR721 gifted 5 memberships to Gilbert H. Alpacenes, 718 Hustle, 718 Hustle, Kuvuki Sports, and come on, or Seaman. We got 5 new beautiful creatures in the Mexican martial arts family thanks to ARJR721. Now, there have been many others. And again, I always hesitate to say names. Now, if I'm going to say some of them, I know that Marloca is often doing it. I've seen Marloca do it more than once. I would be remiss not to mention her name. Mike Alfieri does it often. I'm scrolling through names here to see if there's anyone else that comes to my beanie that I know has done it. And now I feel terrible because I don't want to leave out people that have also done it. But I don't think everybody's here right now. I'm seeing a lot of names not here that are normally here around this time. I believe Jairo has done it. But I just want to say thank you to everyone who's contributing. YouTube is taking notice. Other channels have blown up because YouTube saw those channels are making us money. And one of the biggest money makers for YouTube, even bigger than AdSense, is memberships. Now, I believe I found a hack to find out how many members I actually have in real time from now on. Because even though it showed me on my studio homepage that I now have 500, it still shows on one of the spots on the back end, it says 480. Clearly not true, but if I go down here and open a part that says to see all the members, has all of them listed, it shows currently we have 540 members. We have never been closer to our 2 million goal. 2 million. We've never been in closer range. I never thought I'd see a number on here like 540. Never. And I probably wouldn't have. I wasn't able to do it on my own. It's been you people that have been coming in here and recruiting. I've never been good with that part. I've never been good with the business aspects, with marketing, with I just like to have a good time. I just like to bring the funnies. I'm completely relying on you guys to do this, and you're doing it. We're multiplying like little cockroaches. I thank you. I thank you. All of you that are new to the membership, if you don't already know, if you go to my YouTube homepage, you could go up to the membership perks tab and see a bunch of behind the stuff scenes that the Gen Pop does not have access to. Disney won't release it. It's owned by Disney now? Oh, so Disney owns Hulu, right? Is that how it works? Is that why they're all bundled? Because I was like, wait a minute, isn't Blood and Blood Out on Hulu now, but Disney owns them, right? Something like that. We are family. I also want to say, I saw my phone light up right now. We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me. Wilson Mitchell. Wilson Mitchell. Wilson Mitchell! Just dropped $150 in the Cash App and says, showing some love. Showing some love. Wilson Mitchell said, this is my love language. This is my love. Those of you audio listeners, please look at the video. Please look at the video. I need you to look at the video so you don't misunderstand. Wilson Mitchell said, this is my love language. Please look at the visual before I stop. I don't want you to misunderstand. Wilson Mitchell said, this is my love language. $150 in the Cash App. I want to do what Wilson Mitchell does when I grow up. Someday when I grow up, when I'm a big boy, I want to do what Wilson Mitchell does. I want to be an eccentric billionaire like Wilson Mitchell. And I want to find some struggling, random, hungry, shadow banned YouTuber. And I want to shower him with dollarinis for them Costco weenies. That's my dream. We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me. Thank you so much, Wilson Mitchell. We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me. Sounds like we just got a lot of new members. I haven't even scrolled down to look at the number yet, but I keep hearing that song. We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me. Wilson Mitchell, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't understand you. There are times when I think that you were made in a laboratory. It doesn't make sense. I got all my homies with me. But I don't need it to. Thank you, Wilson Mitchell. It absolutely makes a big difference. Absolutely. Because you know, you're an adult, you have bills, It never ends. It never, ever ends. You guys come through real stupid, big, fat, crazy, unexpected one day. It doesn't end. There's more bills. It doesn't end. And you're still there again, wowing me the next time. And I don't expect it. And I'm not going to be presumptuous. And I'm not going to be like, hey, where's Will Mitchell? I need some more. Please, sir, I want some more. No. But it's a bonus. It's a blessing. And when it's there, it blows my beanie away. And if you show up one day and you say, hey, I got nothing today. I say, no. You got your presence. You got your encouragement here in the chat, your support, your jokes, your back and forth, your comments. Thank you, bro. T-Nows, that was frustrating. And I actually felt like that was a cringy moment where I'm glad you say that, because I felt like as I was doing it, I felt genuinely embarrassed, and I wish I could take that back. So I'm glad you said that. And I'm struggling a little bit with the shorts. Like I told you earlier, I would like to. It would be very convenient if I could just clip the shorts from these like I was doing for a while. But it's very time consuming to weed through 4-hour streams and try to find the right clips. Let me tell you guys something right now. Not tell you, ask you. I told you earlier, I'm not the best businessman, but I should do some market research every once in a while, and I would like to know how my audience feels. And you know I've been struggling with this. Please answer the poll. It always amazes me how we could have so many people here and 8 people vote. I genuinely want to know how you feel about this, so I know if it's worth the stress that I put on myself to do certain things. Because I'm constantly conflicted. I love doing the streams. I used to love doing the edited videos, and I would make myself do the streams like couple years ago, or maybe before that. Now it's to the point where I love doing the streams, and it's a grind to make myself sit there and edit videos. But I always feel like I need to do that to make this make sense for you. I gotta put that work in so that when you show up for the streams, it's like, because imagine I never would have made all those videos. Imagine I didn't do the videos with Flaco. I didn't do the videos with the Mexican martial arts. I didn't do the Mexican, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Mexican Taekwondo, Mexican Muay Thai. Imagine I didn't do all the breakdowns with Conor and Khabib and Poirier and Adesanya and this and that, and all I ever did was stream. I feel like we're here and you guys are showing up and supporting the way you are because of that foundation that was laid. So it's like I want to still respect that and give you guys good edited content so that it makes sense for you to come here and watch the streams. Because that work's been put in, But then sometimes I'm like, do they even want that? Does the channel even truly care about that? Jairo, favorite Kung Fu click. I was going to say favorite Kung Fu flick. Thank you, Jairo. Never gonna give you up, no matter how you treat me. I will always have a special love for that song. Do you guys recognize it? If you don't recognize it, I'm very disappointed with you. Every time it comes on, I just I get nostalgic. Favorite Kung Fu flick. I'm always going to have a special, crazy kind of love for Bruce Lee's Return of the Dragon. And I know that they have different people call them different titles because they were titled different things overseas. I always knew it as Return of the Dragon. I think other people have called it. No, because I always knew Fists of Fury as Fists of Fury. But I know some people called it The Big Boss. And then Chinese Connection. For some reason, I think they all had different. I think Fists of Fury, Chinese Connection, and Return of the Dragon all had overseas names, didn't they? That were different names. But I love Return of the Dragon. The one where he comes to help his family avenge their, take care of their restaurant. With the dude that goes, Mamma Mia. I love that one, man. Oh, the one with Chuck Norris. I kind of don't count Bruce Lee fights, though. It's like when people ask me, who's your favorite band? Okay, besides the Beatles. Like, it doesn't count. They're just too, it doesn't even count. So I kind of don't count Bruce Lee movies because it's like, of course, they're the best. All 5 of them are better than anything ever, to me. Aside from that, I don't know if Kung Fu counts. Probably not. I absolutely love Above the Law. But that might not be considered Kung Fu. I don't know, man. To be honest, I always paid a lot more attention to like Steven Seagal movies, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Just newer stuff, like 80s, 90s. I liked a lot of the ones that I watched with McDojo Life. There was ones that we watched that had like this little dude, this little dark dude. You know what I'm talking about? He didn't quite grow, and apparently he was in a few of them. Those were trippy. Those were fun. Aside from Bruce Lee, they're all the same to me. I love, like, if we're talking about those old school long white beards and kung fu clothes and stuff, I love them. I love them like a childlike type of love. They're also corny and amazing and perfect and hilarious. They're all the same to me. You could show me any one and I'll be like, that's my favorite one. And then you play on another one, I'll be like, that's the same movie, right? I love it. And then you put on a fifth one, I'll be like, isn't that the same movie I just saw 4 times? They're like all the same to me, which is perfect. That's what I like about them. They serve their purpose. Josh 9322. Your music is too loud, fool. Oh no. Thank you. Shoot. So look, I told you guys the other day. Thank you, Josh. Josh just told me that there was a booger on my face. And I appreciate that. The other day I had YouTube copyright claiming me, saying that they could hear the music from my headphones bleeding into the microphone and they were going to demonetize the whole video. So I had to click on a thing saying to swap the audio. So it was like 2 or 3 streams ago. Maybe 3, because I did 2 yesterday. It was the day before. Even if you make it that deep into the stream, it's like way into the stream. There was a point, I think it was at like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something random like that. You could hear the song that was playing, and so they swapped. I didn't even know this was possible. The technology's crazy. You could still hear my voice, but it sounds all loud and exaggerated now. They had to edit the audio. They took out the audio from my headphones and put some weird, corny, generic, like karaoke kind of backing track to my voice, and it sounds all weird. So, to their credit, it's nice that they added that, because they could have just been like demonetized, and that's the new thing that they're doing. So that was nice. Thank you for telling me about the booger, Josh. I appreciate that. And then he's throwing down money like that too. He's throwing down money to make sure I don't get demonetized. That's cool. Thank you. ARJR 721. He's trying to get Jessica Maldonado into the membership. He's trying to get him in there. Bro. Yeah, Angel Padilla gifted himself one. That's a classic right there. Alana Denise, the OG. Thank you. Let's get Big Al back up in the chat. Let's get Big Al. That guy's a legend. Isn't that face? That angle? I don't want to see Big L from that angle. ARJR721 continues. We're growing. We're growing like a virus. We're growing like a patch of unsightly hair. Thank you, ARJR721. Lionel Jans. Don't bead ouchie. Don't bead ouchie. James Debo. Survivor 121 and True Sigma are now in the family. They are now members of the Mexican martial arts family in the bloodline. All thanks to ARJR721. Let's update it right here. Let's see how many people we got. 551. I'm back. I'm behind in the chat. There's even more people. Someone gave after that. Jairo, what do you mean, you people? What do you mean? I can't do it. What do you mean? What do you mean, you people? I can't do it. Thank you, Jairo. Did I say behind the stuff scenes? Did I say that, Nicholas? There was a low budget sequel to Blood In, Blood Out. It's terrible. I don't know why people do stuff like that. I was watching a video last night as I fell asleep about Miss Doubtfire, and apparently they wanted to make a number 2 for years, but Robin Williams was like, no, like he was having integrity. He's like, I don't want to tarnish it. It's perfect. And I respect that. He didn't want to go for the money grab. What's up, Drew? That's where the extras came from. What's up, Drew? Just slapped down for 5 Mexican martial arts memberships. We got Redrick Woodcocks. We got Dawn. We got Sook. May. That's not much better. We got Sook. May. Dyke. That's the better of the two evils. What do you want me to do? Al Compton and Jamie Rennie. You people. Coming at me like Big Al. What are you trying to do to me? What's up, Drew? Thank you. Thank you, bro. This is beautiful. This is how we got to it. This is how we currently stand. At 551, we're on the better side of 550. We're closer to 600 than ever, and therefore closer to 2 million than ever before. This is unprecedented. We are on the radar. We are on the map. YouTube is taking notice. This is like us at the Contender Series right now. We're about to sign the contract. We're about to sit down for negotiations. YouTube is starting to notice. Thank you. What's up, Drew? Why is this not working? This has been happening a lot lately. I think I need to charge my mouse. Oh, okay. What's happening? Let me see if I refresh this. Running away with me. I feel like I've seen a Will Ferrell movie where he made a face like this. Okay. We have 71 votes. If you have not responded to the poll, please do so right now because, hey, I want to make sure that you have the content that you like. This poll is for you. Let's do 15 more seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Hey, someone just changed their vote. It went from 74 to 73 back to 74. It went back to, what do you, as long as you're being active. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I can't get 80 votes. Are you playing with me? We got 110 people watching right now. I can't get 4 more votes. We got some freeloaders in here. Come on. Your vote counts. Your vote is important. Don't be refusing to vote. Don't be refusing to go out to the polls and then say, that's not my channel. That's not my channel. You got to go out and do your citizen's duty. And there we go. We have 80 votes. Thank you. We went above and beyond. We're at 81 votes. And we have heard the people. We have officially heard the people. They prefer the live streams. It is anonymous. It was a landslide. We didn't have any dead people voting. We could hardly get the live ones to vote in here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I like it. 85-14. Okay, good. So what I would like to do, if and when I have the ability, because here's what happened to me today. When I realized, you know what, it's not going to work out. Doesn't look like I'm going to be uploading shorts today. I felt like I failed. I felt like, man, these people are waiting for some content that's edited. Like classic MMA content. And I failed them. Now we're just going to be in another stream. There ain't going to be no Photoshop, no editing, no B-roll, no sound effects. Just going to be another stream. And they're going to be like, fool, every day for real? But now that I see this, it makes me feel better. Now it tells me, because I still know it's a smart thing to do streams. If I never did shorts, I meant to say shorts, not streams. If I never did, let me put this into perspective for you. If I never did shorts, T-Nails would not be here. If I never did shorts, T-Nails would not be part of the Mexican martial arts family. The only reason T-Nails is here is because of that video that I did about Islam Makhachev and the unibrow. That's the only reason T-Nails found this channel, because of shorts. And the shorts get more exposure than the streams. So I'm going to still put them out when it makes sense then, and when I'm able to. I just wanted to make sure you guys weren't like, bro, another stream, really? Edit something already. So that makes me feel good. But it would be nice. It would be nice. I know, I'm thankful that you like the streams. I'm actually very relieved that it was a landslide for the streams, because that's what makes the most sense for me to do right now. And what everything allows for right now. But I hope if and when you see them pop up, maybe you give them some love and watch them. That would help me tremendously. You're going to put your first plaque in your background or on the wall. The YouTube plaque, I got one. I got one a long time ago. I don't like to put them up, though, because I feel like they're corny. Every time I see a channel that has the YouTube plaque in the background, it seems so corny to me. It just feels like a false sense of accomplishment. Especially because I used to hate my plaque. Like, I wanted to throw it in the trash. I even made a video where I threw it in the trash. Some of you probably remember that. I always kind of resented the fact that I had this YouTube plaque and I was still broke. And I was still basically shadow banned. And YouTube acted like they hated me. So it's like, what the heck is this plaque for? It does me no good. So I actually have it somewhere in storage right now. It's not even in the house right now. It's in storage. It means nothing. When I got it, I remember when we got it, I was at the office with the homie Alex RMZ and his brother Juan Pablo, and we were like emotional about it. And I think in our own ways, at our own times in private, we maybe shed a tear, of accomplishment. We worked hard for that. It was when you think of the percentage of people that start YouTube channels that ever achieve that, I know you watch a lot of channels and you're like, oh, they all have it. But when you think of the percentage of people that accomplish that, it's insane. However, after I got it, I realized it meant nothing. I remember I always thought once I get 100,000 subs, my life, I was like the jerk. Remember? Things are going to start happening to me now. When his name was in the phone book. Remember that? I felt like my life was going to change. It's in storage. Um uh Tarito, ever done pro wrestling? If not, what you waiting for? When I was a kid, it was my dream to become a pro wrestler. I wanted to be a wrestler. I remember there was even, and I was kind of surprised she said that, because I had an agent and everything. I told you guys this. I had an agent in like in like 2012 or something like that. I had an agent at a Studio City. I had a manager. I had an agent. I was doing these auditions and stuff. I went on a Subway audition. Some pizza place, I don't remember. I think it was, I'm almost positive it was Domino's. Hyundai. Some industrials. Some other fast food place. I don't remember. I did like 8 of them. Somewhere close to 10. And anyway, it started to not make sense, and I was like, this is dumb. They're not even seeing what I'm capable of. They're just putting me in a room with 90 people, and, it's stupid. And it was too far away from where I live, so I was like, I can't do this all the time. But I remember I was into acting and stuff like that. I had some representation. I loved combat sports type stuff, martial arts. I remember kind of joking around about it even as adults about pro wrestling, and Marilena was like, I could totally, you have like the personality for that. I could totally see you doing that. And I was like, I was surprised she said that. And it kind of made me feel like maybe I should do it. But I would never, and I could never. First of all, I don't want to imply that I ever would be able to anyway. Like, who knows? Like, but let's say I had the opportunity. I would never, ever be away from home that much. Never. It's not worth it. Too much travel. Does the GM ever talk about MMA on these lives? No, by principle. We make sure not to. We had a vote on that as well, and people said, "Don't you ever talk about MMA, or we will stop coming to the streams." And then instead of having 115 people, we'll have 15 people. It does, Jessica. Whew. And when I get into a nice rhythm, it could be fun. It takes a lot of time, but there are certain videos, like when I did that Connor video. Look, if you guys haven't watched it, I can't stop talking about this video. I won't. I refuse. If you guys haven't watched this video, I'm offended and I'm sad. I spent a pretty decent amount of time editing this video. It is not even close to, I used to spend way longer editing videos. I think I just kind of got to a point where I could edit better. But I spent time editing this video and I loved it. I thought it was funny. I was happy with it. I was very pleased with this video. If you haven't watched it, when you have time, maybe after the stream, I'm pasting it right now. I edited that video and I had so much fun editing that video because I was entertained by it. I thought it was funny. That's the last video I've edited and it tanked. And I was like, well, then why do I even edit videos? What for? I always get haters saying, why don't you edit videos anymore? How come you're being lazy? Well, because nobody watches them. How many videos does it have right now? How many views? It didn't even crack 10K. It didn't even crack 10K. That is disgusting. But yeah, there's time. I had fun editing that one. But It does take a long time. Um all right, so let me tell you, thank you ARJR721. Thank you. Yeah. Consistency's been my one of my biggest rivals. Thank you, Jane. Let me talk briefly as possible, about my topic today. Dana White is a hero. I think it's very, very interesting. Ari Emanuel, who's the TKO president? There's another dude that I keep referring to as that other guy. TKO president. Is it Mark Shapiro? So they're not going to show me his face, huh? Once in a while. Mark Shapiro. Mark Shapiro. So, Ari Emanuel and Mark Shapiro kept coming out and using the word antiquated, which in and out of itself is an antiquated word. I mean, it's ironic. It's kind of funny. Antiquated in and out of itself is I don't know. I can't imagine anyone in this chat, unless you're like Marta Loca or Angel Padilla, because you work at schools and stuff like that, using a word like antiquated. But they keep saying antiquated. The pay-per-view is antiquated, obsolete, old-fashioned. It's dead. That's what they keep saying. They're definitely trying to create a narrative. It is dead. Get over it. We don't need it. You don't want it. Trust me. People don't like to feel like they're using old stuff, unless it's framed properly. You know, that's how like hipsters exist. It has to have the proper framing. It's like repurposed and stuff like that. But in general, people don't like to use things that are considered old-fashioned. Feels gross, musky, you know? So they keep saying that, and Dana White comes out and says, no. Pay-per-view's not old. What you talking about? What you talking about? We're doing a pay-per-view this weekend, and it's a big one, and it's a good one. What are you talking about? It's still very much alive. Something's not lining up. We'll be right back after these messages. Jairo, on some UFC, you hear Cejudo said Pico and Murphy could be Volk? And Pico's the best wrestler Volk has met, because Volk apparently never met Islam. And you can voice act. I used to be on Fiverr, and I told you guys before, I used to do testimonials. I'd be like, you know what? I actually bought one of these things. No, how would I do it? I would try to make it all real, because you see testimonials sometimes and they look too smooth. They'll be like, you know what? I bought one of these things and I'm so glad that I did it, because before I was using this thing and it was terrible. But and it's like, no one's going to believe that. You look like an actor. So I'd be like, oh, yeah, I bought one of these and I didn't know, like I had my sister and, you know, I don't know, she's kind of stupid, you know. Yeah, it works. Like, it kind of looks weird, but yeah, I put it in the thing and I'm happy with it. Like, I didn't know, I don't trust any stupid websites, like stuff like that, to make it realistic, where people's like, this dude's definitely not a professional, and they loved it. And I'd get so many orders on there. But I would also voice act. So I've done voice acting in the past. I'd be down to do it. It's very hard for me to do. I remember, so I can do it, but I remember it being very difficult. And I hated doing it, because it's very hard for, like, I've had frustrations even when making these videos, when I'm recording. Like when I'm doing a live, it is what it is and I keep moving forward. But sometimes it takes me a long time to record the videos because I do so many takes because of certain... I don't know if I want to say this. I'm going to say it one time ever and one time only. Because there's only 115 people in here. It was hard for me to do voiceovers because I have a tongue tie. And my mouth sometimes is my enemy. And I struggle with certain things. So I didn't even realize till very deep into my life what a tongue tie was. And what comes from that. And I was like, oh, that's why I've been doing this and that and this my whole life. Because of that stupid thing. I had no idea. Apparently your tongue is supposed to rest at the roof of your mouth. My tongue has never touched the roof of my mouth. Ever. Ever. It rests on the bottom constantly. And apparently it has something to do with the reason why I'm a mouth breather, but I refuse to accept that because it's a conscious decision. Because I've told you time and time again, mouth breathing is a more efficient form of breathing because your mouth hole is way bigger than your two nose holes combined. And I don't care what my lungs have to say about that. Because my diaphragm is bigger than my lungs. If I remember biology correctly. But biology is relative. So even that doesn't matter. Anyway, Jairo. Cejudo. I think Cejudo got into this. First of all, of course, it's in Cejudo's best interest to say anti-Volk sentiments. Because, look, I love Cejudo. I do. I might like him more than I like Volkanovski. Might, because I like Volkanovski a lot. I don't know. I kind of wish I didn't say that. But it's in Cejudo's best interest to say anti-Volk things because I think he understands, at least in this point in time, and maybe always and forever, copyright struck again, that Volk is a more formidable fighter than Cejudo. So he's not going to feel like singing his praises. He has to put out whatever narrative he can to bring down his legacy. Because the lower Volk's legacy, by default, the higher Cejudo's goes, you know? It's kind of like an MMA math kind of thing. If one fighter goes down, it potentially brings up other fighters because everything just goes like this. Everything's relative. And it would be a better look for Cejudo to put down Volkanovski by bringing up other fighters and sounding like he's hyping up other fighters and building them up and being a positive dude as opposed to building himself up, especially after some of his recent outings. So what I'm saying is, it makes sense to me that Cejudo would just say some nonsense to try to bring down Volkanovski's aura and legacy. And also, Cejudo learned something about exposure, about marketing, about all news is good news. If he was a boring personality and boring fighter, when he was a fighter, when he was a professional fighter, Olympian in the UFC, if he was still so boring that he was going to get cut being a professional UFC fighter and an Olympian, then he has to know as just a talking head, not even being an active fighter anymore, just being a talking head, that you definitely better really be entertaining now. So he's going to continue to employ things that he was doing when he was a fighter. Talking out of his cheeks a little bit. So he's going to say, I mean, everybody does this, but me, everybody, all these talking heads, they'll say stuff that they probably don't quite believe just to get emotions roaring. just to get clicks, just to get people to leave comments. People will say things all the time that they don't mean just to get a rise out of people. I don't know how anyone in their right mind could make these comments. Is Volkanovski in his prime? No. But to hear this is disrespectful. Tarinto Miklo ready to hand over his cool low for his dojo. Miklo ready to hand over his cool low for his dojo. Hey, Miklo was down. Miklo was down to clown. I mean, he definitely was very quick to hand over his devotion and all that entailed to the big homies. You know what I'm saying? Much too quickly. Wilson Mitchell, yeah. Yeah, same. I didn't realize they got it from me. I felt kind of bad, but at least they're good. Yeah, we have that in common, bro. ARJR721 GM everyday live stream, your own special way. Wait, that sound JMD. Is that from a song? Your own special way. Your own special way. Is that from something? GM everyday live stream, your own special way. Why does that sound familiar? Your own special way. What is that? Is that from a song? Or do I just turn everything into a song no matter what? What I was trying to say. Ari Emanuel and what's that fool's name? Mark Shapiro keep saying that pay-per-view's dead. Old news, antiquated, old school. That's perfect for the masses because people, they always need the new phone. They always need the new car. They always need the new shoes. They need everything new. They don't want old stuff. So Dana White comes in and says, wait a minute. No. It's not dead. We still got an event coming up. We got more coming up. Pay-per-views alive. People are still buying them. It's still working. Fighters are getting paid. And not only that, he's saying, we're not done. Negotiations aren't over. We know we're going with them now, but they're not over. He was in some video the other day still saying they had a few months still to work out all the details. And he's saying, he's dropping hints. He's dropping hints here and there that he still wants the ability to employ some pay-per-views when it makes sense. We'll be right back after this commercial break. ARJR721, you were just singing it, LOL. In your own special way. Live stream. Every day. Your own special way. Your own special way. I was just singing it? Wait, I was just singing what you typed and therefore I made it into a song? Every day, love me your own special way. Wait, what song is that? I need to hear the melody. How am I so dumb right now? Every day. The lyrics ring familiar, but I can't hear the melody in my beanie right now. Luther Vandross. Always and forever. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. I need to see the lyrics. Oh my gosh. Wait, Luther Vandross sings Always and Forever? I'm talking about Heat Wave. Heat Wave, Always and Forever lyrics. What part says in your own special way? Always and forever. I know tomorrow. Cause we gonna love the water every day, loving your own. Oh my gosh! Oh, your own special way. I'm such a dummy. Oh my gosh. I should have slept till 3 o'clock. I should have slept till 3. I'm such a dummy. Everybody knew it but me. Everybody knew but don't let me be the last to know. Jeez, I'm such a dummy. Chuck Fury at FuriousComedy.com. Always and forever. There we go. Everybody knew it but me. Look, I was playing with you guys. I was trying to bring the community together. I was trying to make everyone break out into song together. That was my dream, and I have achieved it. Do you all believe me now? Thank you, Chuck Fury, for helping me out with that one. Oh my goodness. So look, Dana White is the unexpected hero. I've been telling you since this acquisition. This is bad for the fighters. Very bad for the fighters. And again, the darling of the UFC, GSP. He came out and said, this is bad for the fighters. Now, if John Jones came out and said that, if Paddy Pimblett came out and said that, if Conor McGregor came, nobody would care. Nobody would listen. Oh, yeah, those guys are idiots. GSP? That's different. It lands differently. It lands differently. It should have landed differently when I said it. You know I only come with you with the truth and nothing but the truth. It's bad for the fighters, and everyone's always giving Dana White a hard time. You don't take care of your fighters. You don't pay your fighters. Your fighters are disrespected. They're always having to get second jobs. And Dana White is now fighting for the fighters. Dana White is saying, look, I can't have my dudes on fixed income. I can't have them just fighting off that Social Security. I can't just have them fighting on being capped off like that. They need something to live for. They need something to fight for. And he's fighting to get them those pay-per-view points. A deal like this with Paramount pays Dana White. Dana White doesn't need pay-per-view points. Dana White slams all the pay-per-view points down in a single night gambling at the casino. It makes no difference to him. Paramount deal takes care of Dana White. Pay-per-view points takes care of the fighters. Dana White is trying to make sure his guys are good. He's finally trying to pay them. And it doesn't make any sense to me. That's amazing, Melancholy. That's amazing. I've been having much conversation about, hey, are we living the same life or what? I've been having much conversation about looking into that as well. You know what? Maybe I'll wait for you. Keep us updated on how the journey goes. A lot of viewers, a lot of people are happy about the thought of it going to Paramount, saying that the pay-per-view prices were ridiculous. And we have to believe that a lot of the people making those claims are people that aren't paying for the pay-per-view anyway. Bunch of fakers. And those same people, it's out of principle. It's not just the dollar amount. The same kind of person that doesn't want to pay $80 for a pay-per-view is the same kind of person that says, Charlie, I ain't going to pay $8 for Paramount. It's principle. So at the end of the day, the people that weren't buying it before still aren't going to buy it now. The people that were buying it are going to continue buying it. The only thing that changes is the fighters are getting burned, and Dana White's trying to help them. Dana White realizes that it'll only hurt him and his bottom line in the end. Dana White wants to live a long time. Dana White is the dude that was finding out that when you only have 10 more years to live, I'm Dana White for a moment. Remember I did that cover a couple years ago? I'm Dana White for a moment. Remember they told him he had only a few years left to live. That fool's like Walt Disney. He wants to freeze his dome when the time comes. I don't know where it's going to be a very cumbersome thing to store. But him wanting to have that longevity and be around for a long time, he doesn't want to go anywhere. So he is planning to still be around and run business after these 7 years with Paramount. If they re-up with Paramount or go somewhere else, everything and anything that happens right now and between then is all up for negotiation. So if he's with Paramount for 7 years and loses all his best fighters because of a bad deal, he knows it's going to backfire for him in 7 years. And some of you might think, well, he's this age. Who cares? 7 years later, he's not. No, he wants to still be doing it. He wants to stay alive and keep doing this thing. So he knows if he does the fighters dirty, they're going to take off and do other things. They're going to go to other promotions that pay them better. UFC is on its way to becoming a laughing stock, continuing more and more to get watered down. All the things that the UFC had that made it the place to be are starting to phase out. Fighters won't hesitate to go to other promotions if they're getting paid better and the promotions look better. Even BKFC is starting to punk UFC and make them look soft because of the way they run stuff, because of the way they run their events, because of the way they run their promotions, marketing, press conferences. They're much more similar to the old days of the UFC. So Dana knows if he doesn't treat them right, they're going to go to not only other fight promotions, they're going to go play in other sports. So Dana White is trying to stand up for the fighters. It's time to show this man some love. It's time to show this man some love. It's time to put some respect on his dome. You have an amazing night, Angel Padilla. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know if you guys have the same bedtime, but thank you for being here as well, Jessica. Salt Poppy pays better, I'm telling you. Now, let me ask you guys one question. I want to ask you one more question. Before it's too late, before a lot of people start to go memes, I want to ask you one question. And I want you to be brutally honest. Because last night we were joking around about what's that dude, that CEO that got caught at Coldplay? What does he do? Like, he's like an astronaut or science or Milky Way or what does he do? Whatever he does, he's an astronomer. Topics like that, like if, let's say I wanted to just talk about whatever funny topic that day. Let's say the same thing has been going on in the MMA news for 5 days and you don't want to hear about Conor McGregor running for president for the 5th day in a row, or John Jones thinking about coming back and being back in the testing pool for 7 days in a row. Let's say I saw something else come up just in general that had nothing to do with MMA. I want to ask you this question and I want you to be brutally honest. Let me know how you feel. This is definitely not a swap. It's not a departure. It's an addition to. This is if there's nothing going on. We've talked about everything. I don't want to bore you. I don't want to disrespect your time and talk about the same thing for 10 days in a row. And if something comes up big in the news that seems relevant, that maybe you could find some humor in, then we'll talk about it. And I'm not talking, because I already know this is people's default. I am not talking about corny political stuff. I don't have any interest in ever making a video whatsoever about any kind of political stuff. I'm talking about straight funny stuff. I'm talking about if Oprah Winfrey farts on her TV show. I'm talking about the dude that got caught at the Coldplay concert. I'm talking about if I can't even, Will Smith releases another hilarious song and I want to say something about it. That's all I'm saying. Nothing political, nothing where I'm trying too hard and just bringing up these generic, corny topics. Something that I see and I genuinely think would be funny to talk about for 60 seconds. I'm primarily talking about like shorts. I don't think I would have a desire, at least not right now off the top of my beanie, to come into a chat and talk for general things like that for 3 hours. Like even right now, even when we just chop it up in the chat, it's still very MMA at its core. We'll deviate and go and talk about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and stuff, but then in the same breath, we'll be talking about Dana White. I'm just talking about like shorts, things that could help bring people to the channel. I don't think I would do very super long-winded stuff like that. Yeah, like Epstein, like Puff, P. Diddy. I'm not none of that drama, news, political, none of that kind of stuff. I'm talking about straight up funny. I'm talking about Lizzo did something embarrassing at her concert. I'm talking about, hey, even something funny that happened on Kill Tony that I want to talk about. Something stupid that Joe Rogan said on his podcast. I'm talking about stuff like that. Stuff that seems like would still be related enough to this world that we all like. I'm loving the percentage here. We have 43 votes. Can we get 50? I can't be naive enough to expect that all people in here are gonna vote. I get it. Could we get 50? Could I get a clean 50? You could completely turn the tide. Can I get a video? We got 43. Can I get a video? I was not doing the topic. We got 43. We got 42. We got 100 people watching. We got 43. Can I get a video? Are you kidding me? Do we got 50 something people watching on TVs right now? Okay, we got like 4 more votes. I appreciate you. It's taking a little long. It's just yes or no. It's not the SATs. It's not even multiple choice. It's just double choice. There's not even a third choice. There we go. And it helped push the tide even more. Man, that feels good. I can't even tell you how much freedom that gives me. Thank you. I just want to make sure I could keep the channel active in a way that I feel confident about truly being able to have fun with it and be funny. Not just be like, bro, how the heck am I supposed to turn how Chamoyev looks so much bigger than Duplessis into more content again for the 4th day in a row? You know, it's kind of limiting. I'm going to give 10 more seconds because I don't know why all of a sudden people are voting clutch now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Get a water break. Good job, ladies. All right, 58 votes. We could do better. I'm a little disappointed, but all right. 86% said yes. Okay, tomorrow we will be talking about Epstein. Nah, I'm just playing. You guys want to talk about Sydney's weenie? Can we have a pro wrestling stream once a month? Man, I wish I could do stuff. Man, it'd be so fun if I could do stuff like that and you could actually see it on the screen. But for those of you that have it, you know what? The channel's been doing good enough that maybe I could get Netflix back. I had to cancel like all my streaming platforms to just penny pinch everywhere I could. You could watch all the wrestling events on Netflix, right? I need to get Netflix back. I could write it off, right? At the end of the year. ARJR721, you'd make furniture assembly instructions funny. Thank you, bro. Thank you. That's going to be my first video. That's going to be my challenge. Thank you, ARJR721. Very kind of you. Jairo, hey, I bought Paramount stocks for 10 bones a piece. The UFC announcement has them at 15 bones right now and it's rising. Dang it. I've been saying for so long, if and when I ever started to do okay, I wanted to get some stocks. I wanted to start figuring out how that works. Because when I used to sell cars, so many people would come in. I'd be like, bro, how do you do this? And they'd be like, stocks. When I worked at Mercedes. And I realized, like, man, there's a lot to that. There's a lot to that game right there. Good luck, bro. Patreon. That's right. I need to figure out how to cross stuff over so I don't leave people out. I was trying to multi-stream this for the first time today on here and on Kick, because it came up when I was on this platform saying, hey, you could try it for a limited time, but it was either or. It wasn't at the same time. It was just saying that I could set it up. And then I went live, and I was live on Kick for like 3 minutes. And then I realized, oh, it's one at a time. But I think it was Juicebox said yesterday that if I just switch over to OBS, I might be able to do it. So I'm going to look into that. Threw my back out. I think I have heat stroke because it's still mad hot out, and I haven't moved that fast since I was 14. But me and the items that matter have been marked as safe. What the heck? House got struck by lightning. What the? Was that like right, like during the stream, or what happened? Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'm not that knowledgeable about what's happening in the boxing world right now. So I just feel like I don't want to be a poser, you know? I don't want to just be like, hey guys, okay, boxing, Jake Paul, and just people, true boxing fans will see right through that. You know, I just don't want to disrespect people's time. But if I could, you know, it seems like, I mean, for the past couple weeks, I've just been pushing it. I've just been like willing it to happen. And I've been doing this full time. I haven't done solar stuff in like a couple weeks. So if I truly am doing this full time, then it's like, hey, I get up in the morning and I just start researching my beanie off, you know? And then I learn about the boxing community or whatever else that I do want to start talking about. Justin Mack says, someone give this man $100. People have already given $100 today. I don't want to get greedy. Justin Mack, if you got $100 laying around, Wilson Mitchell slapped down $150 in my Cash App earlier. So you are from, you know, if you want to go back to the future, Justin Mack, someone has already done that. I want to shout him out again. Rants a lot. Picked up a couple, what's it called? Picked up a couple, what's it called? I ruined my own. When you can't go near somebody, what are they called? Restraining order? Food? I love food. Hey, thank you, Cody. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here, bro. Crawford and Canelo's not this weekend, is it? Is it already this weekend? Is that going to conflict with the UFC event? Oh, no, that's in September. You scared me. You scared me, bro. Can we send funny videos to help you make shorts? Yes. You guys could always send whatever you feel like to the MexicanMartialArts@gmail.com. MexicanMartialArts@gmail.com. And you deserve all the blushing. All the blushing. I'm rushing you with blushing. You deserve all of it. What? Are you in the house now? Where do you live? There's lightning right now? What the heck? In the summer? Does that sound dumb for me to say? Lightning's not normal in the summer, is it? Are you living in a different time period? That's scary. Um, he always fights around Cinco de Mayo. It's September 16th. Yeah, he's kind of a diva like that. I always thought that was kind of annoying. Like, oh, really, fool? You could only fight on those days? He's on that Mexican Ramadan. Heat creates lightning. Oh, well, now I look like an idiot. Dang, so they're all over the place. The signs of the times. There's some dude that's supposed to come over and try to fix our air conditioner tomorrow. So I should probably dip right now because I left a big old mess that I should clean up so other people don't have to do it for me. And I caught up on my sleep earlier today, and I do not want to do that again tomorrow. I want to get up early, and I want to get a good full start on the day. Even though I got my rest in today and I felt like I needed it, at the same time, when I was finally awake, I felt like I lost so much time and like I wanted to do more. That's just how I am. I always want to do more. So I want to be more productive tomorrow. I feel like it's been a while since we've done it all of a sudden. We need to do number 8, the All of a Sudden podcast. So I want to come to you with some real solid topics tomorrow. I want to be a little bit more prepared. I'd like to do a couple streams tomorrow like we did the other day. I didn't want that to be a one-time thing. Like, if this is what I'm doing right now, I said it before, if I get the opportunity to treat this like a full-time job, then I want to treat it like a full-time job. So you got your AC out and you live in Central California? Híjole. Yeah, bro. Yeah. It goes in and out. There's times when it's all good, and then sometimes it says chale. So it's very temperamental. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for helping to grow the family. Thank you for getting us to these unprecedented places that I never could have foreseen. Thank you for getting us to a place where we currently stand at 551 members. Thank you for helping us do it. We are family because I got all my homies with me. Thank you. I want to say chanclas up to everybody in the chat. You are much appreciated. This is definitely a team and a family effort. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to be here earlier, and I'm going to be here longer. And I hope that you could do the same thing. You guys be safe out there. Thank you for being a friend. Have a pineapple burrito on me, Jane Caulfield, so I don't have to have one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it.